Hey everyone, Andrew Summers coming at you here with a scene video. No, not the music scene, but a Lego scene. And in particular, this. Now, if I were to tell you the setting of this build, well, that'd be a little bit difficult because I didn't really have anything in mind when I was building it. All I know is that I wanted to use a seed part, and use a seed part I did. Now, if you're wondering what a seed part is, well, it is basically a piece that gets the ball rolling on the rest of it. And in this case, that seed part happened to be this giant fan that you see right there. This piece came in a lot of old Exoforce sets. Exoforce, RIP, my favorite theme. And I've had a ton of these lying around in my collection for years, and I finally decided I wanted to do something with them. And then I made, well, this scene. Now, as for what this is intended to represent, I guess if we're to give a lore reason to it, let's just say this is part of like a tech facility built into a mountain, and the fan right there is a giant exhaust fan. So, kind of futuristic, maybe a little bit, but I kind of like the idea, and I translated that into Lego. Now, in translating it into Lego, this scene was also a large product of some inspiration I had, not of Instagram or of Pinterest, which, as I've said before and again, I get a lot of inspiration from. But there's a YouTuber on here by the name of Hypolite Bricks, and he builds a lot of dioramas, a lot of scenes with lots of details. And I wanted to try and emulate some of that style, mainly in terms of the backside of this build, the rock wall right here. Originally, this build was literally just a fan and then the ground, but I was watching a lot of his videos and seeing some of the landscape techniques he was using, and I decided I really wanted to get in on that and try it, and this is what I came up with. This involved a lot of slopes, a lot of snot parts, and then obviously some plates up on top. Vegetation has never been my biggest strong suit, neither is rock work, but I decided because of his videos, I wanted to give it a go. So thank you to Hypolite Bricks. But as we move back to the construction of the rock wall here, you can see that the base of it is just slopes. I've got a wedge slope in there, some tiles, basically anything I could just to give this like a jagged cliffside face. And then we go to the very top of it, you can see that I have just some green plates for vegetation and grass, and then I got some bush designs right there, and then a tree on the other side, which I'll pan around to here so you can see better. The tree, I tried my best to use some interesting parts for it. What you're seeing right here is a long brown tail, and then that connects to this absolute mess of plant pieces. Like I said again, I'm working on my vegetation skills. So that's something that I'll keep doing as I make scenes such as this. For now, this is what I came up with for this build. And then on the other side of the fan, much the same details as in the first side of it, but you can also see some more of the rock work I got going on. Nothing too special there, just a lot more slopes, a lot more plates and whatnot. Now, onto the ground right here. Some of the details. Originally, I didn't have this crater here. It was just a flat surface, but I decided I needed to add some visual detail. Maybe look like this place had been hit by a shell or something, like it was the target of an invasion, which in a sense kind of fits along with the narrative. As you can see, I've got some Chinese soldiers going through the area here. But back to the crater, this uses a lot of like wedge plates, like this one, the giant 3x3 here, there's a 3x3 there, but then it also uses a lot of these wedge slopes here. I think they work pretty well for the intended effect. And then the black pieces and scattered other parts are just debris from the impact. But yeah, I think that works pretty well for a crater design. I'll experiment more with it probably in later scenes, but for now I'm happy with the way it is on this one. Some yellow pipes here, nothing too special. This section is actually not really connected at all, don't tell anyone. But I like the look of the pipes going through here, along with the look of the tiling I've got. So the tiling, You can see it forms this angled look here. I love those new triangular tiles that Lego is using. They're great for breaking up just this total right angle thing that Lego typically has had in past years. And then we can also see that the fan housing, I'm using a lot of curved elements. This actually was kind of a design that went hand in hand with the fan as I was brainstorming it. I looked at the fan piece, said I want to encapsulate it or build it into a superstructure. And I thought, well, I had just acquired these corner pieces actually. Let's try to make something out of them. And I think in all of about 30 minutes, I came up with a superstructure here. So that was probably the easiest part of this build. I guess I'll talk a little about the infantry here. Like I said earlier, they're supposed to be Chinese infantry. The parts are from various producers. The legs and arms are from an old Citizen Brick Urban Infantry torso. I don't know which one. I get given a lot of them by a friend, so I didn't buy them myself. This was years ago. The goggles are minifig cat. The helmet and night vision goggles also minifig cat. The weapons they got on them are brick arms, vest, and backpack are also minifig cat. And then I'm using a technique that I'm fond of, electrical tape around another solid color torso to give it that wraparound ballistic vest vibe. Oh, and then we can also see the little lamp design I've got right here. So that's just taking you through this model and some of the backstory behind it. Again, huge shout out to Hypolite Bricks. He's amazing at landscape and all that fun stuff. So I'll definitely be looking at his videos, and I would suggest you do the same if you're interested in scene building. Scenes are very difficult, though perhaps not as difficult as they might sound. You just got to try and build a lot of them, get techniques from all the builders that you can, and incorporate them into your own. So that's it for this video. I will catch you in the next one. Bye.